punches here is good, the punching here is good. You understand? You understand? Touch your glove.
Have been a scourge in boxing, but the one on the line means a lot tonight. Somewhat in his favor. I don't think they've gotten over.
Even though he's wearing the flags, trunks, this is going to be an interesting fight because for as long as this fight goes, make it a small ring and put a lot of pressure on Hitchins.
Flagging him in the Lemos fight. Interesting to see early if Hitchins is letting that right hand middle, because that's when he said, Sergio,
he was fighting real small, so he was using his height, his shorter height, to his advantage. Both these fighters are they're pretty similar in height. I think only half an inch separates them, or an inch and a half.
You know, when Hitchins is at his best is where he's most effective. So he's got to get jab going early, and he's got to make that the most effective.
Yeah, it's always tough to get past it. It takes.
There was some concern early about how this fight might play out, and maybe that pressure helped stop it from becoming one-sided. For weeks, people have been calling Liam Paro a dirty fighter. He's been known for shots behind the head, even losing a point against Matias for exactly that. The referee had that in mind from the start. Still, I wouldn't call him dirty, just rough. It makes things messy. This round has been strong for Paulo, who's aggressive, cutting off the ring. But Richardson Hitchins is answering with that long jab, making full use of his 74-inch reach. I remember those clean left hands, sharp and consistent, reminding me of Montana Love's approach. Back then, he used chopping shots to neutralize pressure, tying his opponent up. That was strategy, and Hitchins came in tonight with a similar game plan. Right now, Hitchins lands a crisp right hand. Notice he's not jabbing much. It's tough against a southpaw since it becomes both a foot battle and a jab battle. He's cautious with it, but that right hand is landing beautifully, perfectly timed. He's shut down Paro's jab with it. Watch your head, the ref warns, as Hitchins keeps pressing. In Brooklyn, where he grew up, this kind of performance would bring pride, and now he's chasing a world title. Hitchins just missed with another big right hand, but he's sticking to strategy. Closing out the round, Paro's got an abrasion on his forehead, while Hitchins punctuates it with another clean right hand straight down the middle. That's textbook work from the orthodox stance. As a former Olympian now seeking championship glory, Hitchins even surprises with a sharp left hand. Rare from the shorter fighter, but perfect timing beats speed. His upright style here even gives flashes of Vernon Forrest, sharp, strong, and disciplined. Unlike the Lemos fight, where pressure overwhelmed him, tonight Hitchins' jab is finally dictating the pace, keeping Paulo at bay and setting up that right hand again and again. That's why Paro is giving Hitchins such a hard time maintaining distance. A sharp left hand lands over the top from Paro, followed by a strong right hook. He's hurt him there. Nice little sequence from Liam Paro, showing he's always got something up his sleeve. Sneaky with his feet, he inches closer and closer until the shot you don't expect suddenly lands. Both fighters are making constant adjustments, with Paro again trying to loop a left hand over the top. Round 4 begins, and right away you see Paro's ability to adapt. If one tactic doesn't work, he switches it up quickly. That's the beauty of his game. Always thinking, always moving. Through the first 3+ rounds, this isn't the same relentless pressure we saw against Lemos, but it's still steady pressure, and I think it's intentional. He's trying to test Hitchins' stamina, especially considering that IBF 10-pound rehydration limit. Paro always punches in rhythm, keeping time. Hitchins fires back with that long jab, but Paro answers with his money punch. A jab to the body, then another crisp left hand upstairs. Two high IQ fighters going back and forth for a world title. Hitchins pivots nicely off the ropes to avoid being trapped, while Paro keeps pressing. On one follow-through, even Hitchins' elbow connects. In the corner, Hitchins' team urges him to increase his punch output. He's accurate, but he's simply not throwing enough. That's exactly what Paro capitalizes on. He shuts opponents down, forces them to hesitate. Richardson even glances at Edgar Berlanga sitting ringside, but he needs to focus. Great advice came from his corner. Take charge, don't let Paro dictate. Still, through 4 rounds, I've got it 3-1 in favor of Liam Paro. Hitchins took that second round, but the last 2 have gone to Paro, earned through activity and the pace he's been setting. Now, though, Hitchins is getting more aggressive with the right hand, much more active with that backhand. Clean shot lands from Hitchins, and he's throwing it often. Interesting note from his corner. At one point, Shakur Stevenson was even on FaceTime offering advice. From there, you see Paro trying to fire back, coming over the top of the jab and trying to take control of that long-range battle. With a southpaw against an orthodox fighter, it's always both a foot battle and a jab battle. And whoever wins those small moments tends to dictate the fight. Just like that, Hitchins lands a sharp right hand, then follows with another. He just missed with a big one too, still looking to sneak in that left hand. But here in round 5, he's also tasting his own blood, while Paro bleeds from the nose. Both men are making constant adjustments, and both are marked up. In the closing seconds of the round, Hitchins digs in a solid right hand to the body, his best punch so far. Round 6 opens, and Paro answers with a strong left hand. His corner had told him to step in with it, and he capitalizes, blocking Hitchins and landing clean. Both fighters continue respecting each other's counters, limiting themselves to 2-punch combinations instead of longer exchanges. Paro respects Hitchins' timing, while Hitchins sticks to the game plan that made him a champion, executing it with discipline. Midway through the round, Hitchins finds another sharp counter right hand, his most effective weapon for slowing Paro down. Twice in a row, we saw Hitchins step inside, instead of taking the outside angle. And in the final 10 seconds of round 6, Paro tried to touch the body with a left hand, but came up short. Hitchins answered with a stiff jab to close the round. Paro absorbed it well, but Hitchins is inching closer to landing clean, meaningful shots, and he tagged him again right after. Into round 7, Hitchins begins to flow, settling into rhythm. The energy in his corner seems composed but confident. From a business standpoint, some might say Matchroom would prefer a Paro win, but Hitchins is proving sharper here, especially with the straight punches. Paro keeps probing with his jab, sometimes throwing it away to set up that sweeping right hook, while Hitchins maintains control of the jab battle. Then comes a big right hand from Hitchins. Arguably the best shot of the fight. Paro fires back immediately, digging to the body and standing his ground in the trenches. Still, this is Hitchins' best round so far. He's dictating the action, frustrating Paro, and